ban on abortion. Let's make that clear right now.
Thank you, Mr. Garvey.
All right, we're gonna.
I'm going to insist on answering.
All right.
I was called a liar by Mr. Garvey.
Okay, 30
Mr.
seconds.
Garvey, I was censured for standing up to a corrupt president. And you know something? I would do it all over again. Because that corrupt president, that president who's been indicted with 91 felony counts, that president that you won't refuse to support, yeah, he's a danger. And I will stand up to him and Kevin McCarthy and Jim Jordan and any of those MAGA enablers of his in the Congress. The reason why our democracy is in trouble is because folks don't have the courage to stand up when they need to.
Okay, thank you very much. So we're gonna keep moving.
Let me just vote my name.
All right, real quick.
Sir, you lied to 300 million people. You can't take that back.
Okay, we're going to keep moving. This is the
Now, like I said, Republican Steve Garvey, not exactly impressed, especially when you stand literally zero chance at winning that Senate seat. Might as well leave it all on the floor, might as well go hard. This guy makes Jeb Bush look high energy, but at least he got something. Adam Schiff essentially did not deny lying to the American people. When challenged on presenting falsehoods during various committee hearings, and of course during his 2017-2018 media tour, Adam Schiff doesn't deny that he lied, but rather says that he was standing up to a corrupt president. In other words, Adam Schiff is essentially directly feeding into the narrative that Donald Trump is a fascist leader and he must be stopped at any and all cost. He's essentially saying that he did what he had to do regardless of whether or not it was right or wrong. He essentially doesn't deny having lied to the American people, having gone on TV for years, claiming that there was evidence of Russia collusion, that there was evidence that Donald Trump was communicating with the Russians to overthrow U.S. democracy. He claimed that on multiple occasions. He claimed that there was more than circumstantial evidence. And he did all this while he was chairman of the Intelligence Committee, meaning Adam Schiff was at the cutting edge. I mean, he had access to all the information. He was the intelligence guy in the House, and he utilized that position to essentially fraud the American people into thinking that Donald Trump was a Manchurian candidate. He lied, and he knowingly lied. He had access to the information. In other words, he had access to no information, no actual real evidence, and he continued to perpetuate the fraud that it was real. That information was eventually going to come that would lead to the arrest of Donald Trump, but it never existed. He lied. And now he's trying to make the argument that he was justified in his actions based on some sort of utilitarian logic, the ends justifying the means, as if he was justified to lie to you, to lie endlessly, because of this grave threat that Donald Trump posed. Yet he can't actually justify that threat. You know why? Because he's a liar. He's a snake. He's a scoundrel. He's making this utilitarian